아가씨.
아저씨 이게 뭐야? Hello everybody, Agashi here today. So today I'm going to be doing a Chinese drama review with you guys. I did not know that this drama came out already. It was like already up to like episode 10 I guess, and I finally like took the time to surf and I actually saw it. So I actually saw the trailer about 2 years ago. As you all know, Chinese drama, they tend to do that to us. They give us trailers and all this stuff like that, but it takes them about 2 years to come out. So it finally came out and I stumbled upon it. And so this drama is called Find Yourself. And yes, it's actually Victoria's Song who plays in it, and she is older herself too, and she is playing an older woman with a younger guy. So a lot of people are not so happy about it because she does have a lot of dramas coming out and she is playing with a lot of younger guys. But for me, I don't really care, honestly. I didn't even realize there's actually like 30, so it doesn't really matter to me. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into this drama, review the cast, synopsis, and I watched the first 3 episodes of this, so I will be recapping the first 3 with you guys. So this is a Netflix original, so this is no sponsor or promotion to Netflix at all. It's just finally was able to jump onto Netflix again and stumble upon it and be like, hey, this is new. Wow, I didn't even know it came out already. So yeah, that's why. But I was able to stumble upon it, and it is a total of 40 episodes as of right now. Yeah, like I think it's like airing 2 episodes every day for like the weekdays, but I don't know. I was only able to watch the first 3, so let's go ahead and jump into the recap. So as for the cast, we have Victoria's Song as He Fanxing, and then we have Song Wei Long as Yung Song, and David Wang as Yi Lu Min, and then Esther Lu as Chai Mingming, and then Zhang Yujiang as He Kangyang, and then Catherine Yang as Chong Xiao. And there's like a lot of other ones, but these are like our main ones that basically the first 3 episodes kind of focus and revolves around them. Eventually they get entangled together and stuff like that. So as for the synopsis, it's a love story between an accomplished career woman and a younger man. He Fanxing's company is at risk of being acquired while her relationship with Yung Song faces society pressure due to their age difference. This blows up her work life and her love life, and it pushes her into an emotional stage. And it is during this time that Yi Lu-ming enters her life. Being in an older age, he is mature, stable, and knowledgeable. He becomes her life coach and the source of conflicts between the couple. For her, it's not mere a matter of choosing the man that she loves, but considering the contradictions of adopting the traditional mindset of marriage. So I'm gonna recap the first 3 episodes with you guys. It's just going to be a little bit off and here and there, as a lot of the stuff is kind of like pointless the first 3 episodes, honestly. So I was able to only have time to watch the first 3, but we'll go ahead and jump into it. So the drama starts us off with He Fanxing talking about how she's an older woman who's already 32 and she doesn't want to be married and she wants to enjoy love and dating. So during this time, she's having a conversation with the man who she's telling him that she doesn't want to get married, and this man is basically like, why don't you get married? You're already at that age, So you guys know, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know, in China, when you, especially for a woman, when you hit the age 30 to 32 right there, you're considered unmarriageable, if that's a word, but you're not, like, it doesn't look good anymore. So you're supposed to be married before you hit that age. Well, He Fanxing, she has reached that point, and like everyone around her is younger, like her co-workers who are about to hit 30, who are barely 30, and they're dating, and some of them are actually married, and some of them are having kids along the way, and they always talk about like they don't want to end up like her. She's an executive director at her company called Amazing Decoration. She loves her job, and what everybody doesn't know is that it's not that she doesn't want to get married. She has never experienced first love. So she hasn't had it where people have it, where they have their first love and they get like those butterflies and crush and all stuff like that. She doesn't really have that. So she made a promise to this guy, Lin Hao Miao, but they promised by the time they hit like 30 or 35 like that, if both of them are unmarried, they are going to get married. In a way, she has this crush on this guy, or she has hope that he's gonna come back and she can finally just be with someone, because she can't find anyone. Well, as she's waiting on him, she's just kind of like just waiting on him and living on with her life, focusing on her career. And then now they introduce us to Young Song, who is an intern and also friends with He Fa-xing's brother, He Kan-yang. And He Kan-yang is an assistant professor at a college where he's also like assistant professor to Kai Ming-ming, who is also, later on we get introduced that it is the niece to Yin Lu-ming. So there's like all these connections right there. So Young Song is always late for work. He clocks out early. He always leaves without notice. So He Fa-xing is fed up with him, and she only hired him because her brother asked her to. And they've known each other for a while now. So in a way, she didn't grow up with him, but she knew him because he was friends with her brother. So she is 10 years older than him. Well, that's his side of the story. And then it also introduces to Yi Lu-ming. He's the CEO of a big company, and as others describe, he's a very harsh and strict man when it comes to business. And he's 37, he's not married, and he loves his dog named Love Charm. His dog's name is Love Charm. So like all these things like that, and he only cares about his business, and he's just dedicated to that, and he's not married, and his family's hopes that he gets married. And so they gave him this dog named Love Charm. So basically it's a love charm where it's supposed to direct him to go find love. Well, that morning his dog goes missing, and that his dog goes missing that morning. He Fa-xing finds a dog at her company, and she keeps it inside the company's storage while she's gonna go sign a contract with Yi Lu-ming's company. And then as she's trying to get Young Song to come to work, she's covering up for other co-workers. She's gonna go get this contract signed. She goes through a lot of trouble, and she ends up meeting the guy, Lin Hao Miao, who she promised that they would get married later on if they don't get married. And she finds out that he is actually engaged. So this brings like sadness to her. She's not really heartbroken, she's just very sad. And then so she doesn't know what to do, and she forgot about her meeting with Yi Lu-ming. And then she finally realized, and she makes her way to his company. A bucket of water fills on her, and she gets all wet and feeling all sad and everything, that she has waited for Li Hao Miao all this time, and he ends up getting married. And she gets the contract rejected from the company too. She's drenched and wet, and everything is just a mess for her. She ends up going for a drink with Young Song, and she ends up telling him the certain things as she is drunk, like truth during the drunk time. What's up?
Sorry, I'm just yawning.
Got interrupted. Anyways, she tells him that she likes him and she would like to date him, but she doesn't like it that he's always late for work. And pretty much she doesn't know that he also has feelings for her. So she kind of like explodes and says certain things to him. The next day she cannot remember anything, but she keeps thinking of him. And then he comes and tell her that she made a promise to him that they are going to become fake boyfriends and girlfriend. They're going to walk their dogs together, spend some time together. She doesn't believe it, as she doesn't recall anything that happened as well, but she goes along with it. And this brings to light to Young Song, because he's the one that has a one-side crush on her. So during this time, as Love Charm is missing, Yi Lu-ming is stressing out about the dog. Eventually, she Fashin sees the sign that there's a dog missing, so she calls the owner, and the owner ends up being Ye Lu-ming, and this is where all the three of them start to get entangled with each other, and the two of them, they get entangled with each other too. He forwarded her money for reward for finding her dog, but she doesn't want it. She sends the money back, and he thinks that she's pretty much like a gold digger. She's going for something bigger because she returns the money to him. But the truth is, he doesn't understand is like his love charm, the dog, hint his name, is supposed to bring him to his loved one, and it went to her Fashin. So basically the dog it's Cupid that brought the two of them together. So, but yeah, like, anyways, like, there's that side, and eventually we start to see little side of Yoon Song as he's showing more interest and acting like he's her Fashin's boyfriend, and he fools around with her and all stuff like that, and he's just really interested in her, and he's showing like some interest, but she doesn't really think he's interested. Like, she's just thinking it's probably because of what she said during she was drunk, and he's going on with it. So that is the first recap of the first 3 episodes. As you guys know, it's like all over the place. It's entangle everybody. It's just finally introducing a lot of the people and all this stuff like that. How they're, little bit here and there of how their story starts and how they're actually going to get entangled with each other. So as you all can see, there's a lot of tie-in with them, and a lot of them that are eventually going to meet, and we get to see their character themselves before they get involved with these relationships and stuff like that. So like it's just a relationship drama basically of like an older man who is older now, and he's not married, and he's just focused on work too, and it's like they said he needs to get married, and eventually he finds a woman, but the woman he found, she's at the age where considered not marriageable anymore, and she still wants to enjoy love, dating, and her work, and she has this younger guy who's interested in her, and now she's stuck in between of who she's gonna choose. Is she going to choose someone who is young, where she can enjoy that love, that dating, and all this stuff like that, the young love and stuff like that, or is she gonna choose an older man who is basically matures and more stable in life, and he's ready to settle, where she can actually have the life where society wants her to have? So her character is in between that, and eventually there's other people around her who goes through dating issues and dating problems and all this stuff like that it's going to also revolve around them, as they are all tied together, like such as co-worker, her brother, and then there's the other guy, the older guy, it's his niece, and all this stuff like that. So a lot of intertwine and everything. So it's 40 episodes, so we shall see how that ends up. But if you guys are interested to see how this drama ends and wants to get a recap of the ending, let me know in the comments below, and I will do an ending recap of that later on once it comes to an end. It is 40 episodes, so it's gonna be a long one. So we will see what happens then. But I don't want to blabber on for too long. So if you guys like this video, hit thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next drama review.